Oh, bing, boom, boom. Oh, it's the Gamble Guy. How you doing? It's a Thursday. Buckeyes. Oh, my God. I haven't been on the air in forever. Yes, I have the headset on. Yes, I'm in Vegas. I don't know what to tell you. That's Vegas back there. I got the headset on. I'm excited. Very excited. I have all kinds of bets. I have a guest coming on. I think you know him, the Falcon. Turn our levels down. Hopefully, I'm not too loud. I'm loving life right now. Oh, you sound and look good. I got a text. Oh, it's not even a woman. What are we going to do here? Hey. Calm down. A little Guinness, if you will, the creature. Hold, please. Oh my God, I have so many spicy bets for you tonight. I brought my root beer for the show. I haven't been live in a while, so I can't even express how excited I am. I can't even express how excited I am about the guest that's going to be in that window here later. So here we go. We're going to get into it. This is the Gamble Guy live on North American Talk Radio, formerly 12 Ounce Sports. And listen, we have all kinds of things coming up, right? Mike said it first was today, or no, he wasn't today. Come on, get it together, Gamble Guy. He was the other day. Daily Dives coming in November. And we have a members only segment of our YouTube now. You're going to get special things. So we have drones. My special guest has a drone. I have a drone. We're going to do some crazy stuff, man. I'm telling you, on North American Talk Radio. Crazy stuff. Daily Dive's going to have some insider information. Insider information. Oh, get your cigar out. And so we have a members only section of our YouTube on North American Talk Radio. Okay? $1.99. Come on. Come on. You piss that every minute. $1.99. It'll be okay. Right? To get special content, we're going to do behind the scenes of Michigan high school hockey, one of the top ranked teams. I'm very excited. Very excited. That's all I can say. So check that out. You can subscribe to our YouTube as a free member. You can get the next level of our YouTube and get this cool content that we're going to start putting out. Right? My special guest coming up later, we're going to take cameras and we're going to go to these crazy places and do hikes, right? We're going to do behind the scenes of crazy stuff. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait for actually, if I'm going to pick a favorite, it's probably the Michigan high school hockey. I went to the Final Four last year of his son's event, and that was good stuff. I loved it. Now, I'm already behind the gun because I'm looking at my timestamp on YouTube. I'm supposed to be doing Bag O' Dicks. Oh, yes, we're crass here, folks. We have a couple beers. We get a little crass. This segment's going to be every week. Bag O' Dicks, Bad Bets. And it's kind of a dedication to somebody that I would consider to be a bit of a bag of a dick. Oh, or he can eat one. Oh, we get crass, I'm telling you. It cleans up further on. So if you have kids, don't let them watch the beginning of the show, because every beginning of the show, we're going to do Bag O' Dicks, Bad Bets, right? What's this mean? Okay. First of all, some people are just a bad bet. You wouldn't bet on them, that fella or that lady. You wouldn't bet on them. You wouldn't hire them. You wouldn't trust them. You wouldn't confide in them. That's what this is. That's what this is. And it's kind of a tribute to someone. I'm not going to say who it is. It's just kind of a tribute to someone. Get what I'm saying? Okay. Moving on. We're going to make some bad bets. Now, the reason I say this is don't hold me to these. We're just taking chances, right? We're just taking chances. The first one I'm going to take a chance on is Alabama, Missouri. I'm taking Missouri plus 6.5. Now, we're going to get to, we got to go NCAA football. I got my insider information off screen. And first of all, Alabama has really turned a corner since they lost to Florida State by 2 touchdowns, right? But they just came off a big win against Vanderbilt. A lot of people thought that was going to go down to the wire. It was a 14-point game. It was entertaining, but we're going to look into the Crimson Tide versus the 5-0 Missouri Tigers. And I'm going to explain to you why I'm taking. Now, again, these are supposed to be bad bets, right? So I understand it's probably I'm going to cope with my decision, right? As, I'm paying homage to somebody that copes with their bad decisions. I'm going to cope with mine, and we're going to go into why we're taking this bet. Now, again, Bama's 4-1. They lost to Florida State by 14. Missouri's 5-0. But something really stuck out at me when I was looking at my insider information. I do pay for it. And I thought, wow, brace yourself. 98% of all dollars bet on this game went towards Missouri. 98%. Now, if you're a conspiracy theorist, you might say Vegas is going to move their way in and make sure Bama wins. I don't think Vegas has that much. They're not changing the outcomes of these games, folks. We can all calm down on that note, okay? I think they're just really good at knowing how different or how separated teams are. All right? The public, however, and we know, this segment's called Bag O' Dicks, Bad Bets, and we're talking about a member of the public that I don't care for, okay? We know the public doesn't always know what they're talking about, but 98%? Have you ever thought of anything voted on in your lifetime where 98% of the people thought, yeah, I'm going to go with this, and they were wrong? Now, that's 98% of the money. 64% of the bets are going towards Missouri. 98% of the money going towards Missouri. All right, so the people going towards Missouri putting a little bit more cheddar on it than those going towards Alabama. So there's not a lot of confidence there, right? There's not a lot of confidence there. Now, we're going to dive into the numbers, and I'm going to tell you, you're going to think by the end of this, these aren't really bad bets. You thought these through, but, most people, most football fans, they watch football week in and week out. That's why I told my guests, the first half of the show is all bets, and you don't watch near as much football as I do, so maybe you don't want to join yet. I watch an inordinate amount of football, and I know what the casual fan's thinking. Oh, there's Alabama's winning this. We know. Hold on, okay? Again, Missouri's 5-0. They're 3-2 in their last 5 against the spread. The totals have gone over 4 in their last 5 games. I think that favors Missouri a little bit if we go to the over. All right, and we'll get into what the over is. Make sure I'm on college football on MyBookie. By the way, MyBookie is my sponsor, so please sponsor them because they sponsor me. Everybody sponsors everybody. We'll get into their lines there in a minute. But, that's what the Tigers are. The Crimson Tide are 4-1 in their last 5 against the spread. So kind of even there, right? And again, the spread is, I don't know why MyBookie's, the internet's good, babe. Come on. Refresh. It's 6.5 in most books. But here we go. We'll get to it. I want to get the spread in this one on MyBookie because we're going to build this parlay. It's only 3. Get out of here. It's only 3 on MyBookie, my sponsor. That's crazy. That means all kinds of money is being poured in It's a Missouri. That makes this even a worse bet because I like the 6.5. I don't like the 3. Now it's anybody's game. Now we may have to go over under. Let's just hypothetically think we'll take Missouri +3. These are bad bets. This is Bag O' Dicks bad bets. AK, you know who I'm talking about. But we're going to dive into some other numbers here. Okay, other than the money, against the spread. Who has Missouri played? South Carolina, they beat them by 9. Okay. Louisiana, they beat them by 42. Kansas, they beat them by 11. We all know the Crimson Tide. Everybody talks about them every week. They're hot. They're hot. This is why it's a bad bet. Right? They lost to Florida State by 14. Louisiana Monroe, they beat by 73. They beat Wisconsin by 24, Georgia by 3, Vanderbilt by 16. This is a terrible bet. Bag O' Dicks bad bets, baby. Here we go. I like the 6.5, but my bookies changed it to +3. So I'm going to have to actually change it maybe. And I'm going to go, and I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to change this bet. And again, I still think it's a bad bet if I change it. Because now I'm second-guessing myself. Right? I'm going to take that off. We're going to change this. We're going to take the Alabama -3. And I'm going to tell you one more tidbit of why I changed that. Now Alabama's -3. Here's why I'm going to change it. If you look at the breakdown of offensive stats, Missouri is absolutely bonkers in the run game. Bonkers. 1,460 yards rushing to Alabama's 634. Let me get my cigar. Ow! It's crazy. It's crazy talk, babe. Right? Crazy stats rushing, and they're almost even in passing. 1,278 for Missouri. 1627 for Alabama. Crazy. Let's see if we can find anything else. Efficiency. Red zone efficiency. Missouri wins that category. Third down efficiency. Missouri wins that category. Fourth down. Missouri's 6 for 7 on fourth down. They win that category. They win almost every category. It's absolutely ludicrous. So there we go. Our new bad bet. Things change in the middle of the show. Bag O' Dicks bad bet. I'm taking Alabama -3 against Missouri. I'm not confident about that. I like the Missouri +6.5. I think this is about a 5-point game. I think this is a 31-26, 28-23 game. I don't think this is a blowout either way. I think Missouri's better in the run game. Alabama hasn't shown me a lot on offense. I have text messages coming in. We got to get to the next one, though. We can't talk about one damn game the whole time. We have NCAA bets, NFL bets. I got a guest coming on for headlines. He's stuck in traffic in Detroit. I'm drinking Guinness. My voice is cracking. And I'm in Vegas. Here we go. Gamble guy. Next game, East Carolina +7 versus Tulane. Now, if you're an avid college football fan like I am, you immediately off the bat say, is this guy really taking East Carolina over Tulane? Of course I am. Don't question me. These are bad bets, not good bets. I still run hot, babe. I still hit 70% of my bets. You'll see as this show matriculates during the season on North American Talk Radio. 70%, babe. Even my bad bets hit. Let's go. Let's find this damn game. When do they play, these bastards? These bastards. When do they play? I got to find the breakdown of my insider information. I'm looking for green. I'm looking for green. I'm looking for green. We got to find out. Tulane. Good TV here. I got to go to their conference. So I'm looking on my bookie is what I'm talking about. And I got to find the conference. And, oh, by the way, why I'm looking for this game, there it is. They're at 7:30. That's why I couldn't find it. It's a night game. You can comment on YouTube, right? Let's get into it. You can comment. The thing is can I see your comments? That's another thing. I would love to see your comments. I forgot I'm using a different software. All right, let's get into this one. It's a 7:30 game. Come on, you bastards. I cuss a lot, by the way. Why is it not showing it? I just had it. We're going to go to my bookie. All right. So we have Alabama -3, East Carolina. I'm commenting, somebody said. We have a 7:30 game with Tulane. Oh, I think I know the problem on the other site I'm on. And then when my co-host comes on, we'll have a good time. Let's see. Oh, it's a Thursday game. I'm an idiot. That's why. I'm on the wrong damn day. It's tonight. All right, there we go. Tulane. So we have East Carolina. That's why it's tonight after the show. Holy cow. What's wrong with me? I think we had a comment. We're going to pull it up here. Let's go to the channel. We're going to mute it. We'll mute this. Hold on. We're going to mute it. It's okay. Ty Simpson is the key for Bama, but Mizzou is a better team. I'm scared. LOL. The Bag O' Dicks bets are amazing. Well done. Thank you. All right. So it was amazing until I realized East Carolina, Tulane's tonight, and I was looking in Saturday's games. Bear with me. But we'll go back to it. I'm taking East Carolina +7. It's a bad bet. I'll tell you why. The Green Wave are 4-1. They had quite a run last year, right? They had quite a run last year. I think maybe Ole Miss knocked them off kind of their run. But 67% of the bets and 68% of the money is on East Carolina +7. That's a big matzo ball right there. That's a big matzo ball that they're getting. 7. That's a full touchdown, babe, if you haven't watched football in a while. 7 is a touchdown plus an extra point. Oh, what are you going to do? Okay? And we're going to get into the numbers. Tulane, 3-2 last 5 against the spread. East Carolina's 4-1 in their last 5 against the spread. So East Carolina is outperforming Tulane against the spread. We'll go their last 5. Tulane just beat Tulsa 31-14. Okay? East Carolina, their losses to BYU, who was ranked at the time, by 21. But they beat Army by 22. They beat Coastal Carolina by 38. NC State beat them by 7. Has Tulane played anybody big? They beat Duke by 7, but they only beat South Alabama by 2. In their first game, they beat Northwestern, which is actually kind of Northwestern, which is kind of impressive. They beat them by 20. These are bad bets, though. I'm not going to explain myself. Okay? East Carolina crushing it in the passing game, way better than Tulane. They have like 600 yards more passing in the same amount of games than Tulane. Rushing, Tulane's got 300 more yards rushing than East Carolina in the same amount of games. So there we go. That's bad bet number 2. The final one, I'm taking Sam Houston +8.5 against Jacksonville State. We're going to break down why that's a bad bet. Let's pull it up. Oh, nope. Sam Houston State, what in the hell conference are you idiots in? Let's find it out. And my guest, I'm going to have to check if my guest is here too. Sam Houston, there we go. They are tonight at 8 also. I love it. I've picked 2 games for tonight. Just call me out right away, right? I forgot to make the other bet on my bookie. I got to make sure I make that bet on, what's tonight? October 9th. So I'm taking, where's it at? East Carolina +7. It's +7. Awesome on my bookie. Again, Alabama line moved on us on my bookie, -3. By the way, my bookie promo code 12OZ Sports, all caps, no spaces, deposit bonus up to $1,000. All right, let's get into Jacksonville State, Sam Houston. I'll take my first break, see if my guest is here yet. Jacksonville State's 2-3, Sam Houston's 0-5. Sam Houston's getting how much? That was anticlimactic. They're getting 7 on my bookie, and I'm taking that 7. And I'm going to be very happy with it. I know it says 8.5 on my stat sheet. I'm going to edit that. I still like the 7. I'm adding that there. Now it's 7. You're welcome, America. And let's break down the numbers real quick, okay? First of all, the public absolutely loves this bet. For a bag o' dicks bad bet, the public loves the bag of dicks right now. They just love the bag of dicks. They love it. 75% of the money. Let's go, babe. This might be the biggest upset of any parlay in the history of football. All right, now, the number of bets made is 55% towards Jacksonville State. But it means, again, people betting on Jacksonville State are showing some conservatism. They're not making big bets. The people betting on Sam Houston, going for broke, baby. And that's what Bag o' Dicks Bad Bets is. Let's go for broke. Who cares if it's a bad bet? You gotta love it. Now, Sam Houston, this is where it gets interesting. 0-5 in their last 5 against the spread. I don't have sound bites tonight. Jacksonville State 2-3 in their last 5 against the spread. All right, now after the break, we're going to get to serious bets. These were bad bets, but let's see what this results in on my bookie. Plus 600. We're getting a 2% boost. So hypothetically speaking, you bet 10, you're going to win $61.20. I'm the gamble guy. This is our beautiful Thursday night show. Hold please. Gamble Guy Thursday night. I just wanted to see if there's any more comments. There's not. God bless you. We're going to take a quick break, right? Bag of dicks, bad bets every week. Get used to it. It's an ode. It's a tribute to somebody that's still alive, but they're a bag of dicks and they're a bad bet. Don't bet on them. But when I come back, hopefully my guest is here and we're going to have a good time. We're going to end this show on headlines, but coming up, we're going to go college football bets, actual bets I'm making that I can pretty much tell you I'm 70% win percentage. Then we're going to go NFL bets, and then we're going to do some headlines. Thank you for tuning in. It's a beautiful Thursday, October 9th, North American Talk Radio. I'm the Gamble Guy. I got my cigar. I got my Guinness. I'm in Vegas. I'm loving life. I hope you're loving life too. Give me about 2 minutes. I'll be right back. See you on the other side.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at naatalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's naatalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
BetUS and North American Talk Radio have partnered to bring you the preferred betting platform in the United States, and you will get a deposit bonus of up to 150% if you use promo code 120Z. Take it from me, I'm a cowboy and a gambler. I wrangle my bets on BetUS, and I use the promo code 120Z to get free money. Yee-haw! That's BetUS and promo code 120Z. Now giddy up.
Oh, it is? Shit. I didn't see
All
you.
right, welcome back. You can hear our guest in the background. Hello. Are you going to talk, Falcon?
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Oh, you're already froze up.
No, I'm fine.
All right. Well, we just did our bag of. Oh yeah, there's an echo. Hold on. All right. We may not be able to have a guest. I'm going to have to work with him later. We're using a different software, so we tried. I'm getting a text message, probably the same thing, that there was an echo. Yeah. All right, well, that's not going to work. All right, so we tried. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. We'll bring him on somewhere else. I can do the show alone. That's what I do. College football bets. Let's get into them. NCAA football bets. Actually, let me tell my guest he can call in. That's what we'll do. We can have him call in, and I'm gonna get him to call in. So hold on, because I kind of want him on because he has some insight. Yeah, so he has some insight. So I'm gonna send him the call-in number. This is terrible, but he was not available to test this before the show, so here we go. All right, we got college football bets. These are serious bets now. I'm going to clear the deck on what I had on the first parlay of the Bag O' Dicks bad bets. There we go. Deck is cleared. We get everything reloaded here. I don't know if he read that. I mean, the guy gives up really easy on everything. So, yeah, what are you going to do? All right, so here's our serious bet. I lay them out right away. There's no secret. We had fun with the Bag O' Dicks bets, the bad bets. Now we're going to get down to brass tacks, and the first one is Ohio State. And yes, I'm an Ohio State fan, full disclosure. I don't think that's a secret. But there's a few things about this game. I'm going to close that window out too and diminish. There's no secret that everybody knows Illinois got rickrolled by Indiana 63-10. We know Ohio State's now starting to fire on all cylinders, right? They took down Minnesota. Their coach said, rowed a boat. That's the best defense I've seen in my 13 years in the Big Ten. We had a little difficulty with Washington, in the first half of that game. But the problem with Illinois is I don't think they have the firepower that they're going to need to take down the Buckeyes. And when I say take down the Buckeyes, I know it's a 14.5-point line. We'll get to it on my bookie here. But there's really a lot more going on in this one. Can Illinois do anything early? And it's 14.5 on my bookie as well. And I know Vegas is good at this. I know they're good at what they do. But the problem for Illinois is they're going to dig a hole. So it's not going to be like USC where they kind of built a lead and they kind of sustained it and then they kind of got bored. USC got back in it and Illinois pulled it out. It's going to be a lot like the Indiana game where Indiana jumped on them and Illinois just folded, right? Like a card table. That's what's going to happen here. Because I don't think Illinois has anything on defense that's going to slow the Buckeyes down even remotely, right? So we kind of got the blueprint of what's going to happen in this game. Ohio State's going to jump on them. Ohio State's firing on all cylinders now. You could argue otherwise. I'd love to hear the argument. You can call in 330-800-4219. But I think we're going to see kind of a repeat of what we saw in the Indiana-Illinois game. So let's see what the public thinks. It opened at 13.5. It's moved to 14.5, which tells me most people are betting on Ohio State. Hold, please. Most people are betting on Ohio State. If we look at it, 55% of the bets, 68% of the money on the Buckeyes. And I don't even think the public sentiment matters anymore in this one. I think we've seen enough data in real life to know what's going to happen here. Now, the Fighting Illini, 4-1 in their last 5 against the spread. Buckeyes, same thing, 4-1, last 5 against the spread. But Illinois beat Purdue by 16. As much as I love Purdue because it's my alma mater, boiler up. Look, I can't get over the Indiana game, okay? And that's the only scenario that they've faced this year that even remotely will resemble what they're going to face with the Buckeyes. A Buckeyes team who's arguably got one of the best defenses we've seen since Alabama, right? Nobody can score. Going into the last game for Ohio State against Minnesota, they've had teams have had 7 trips into the red zone and only got 2 field goals out of it. Right? This defense is crazy. So I feel like it doesn't matter what they are against the spread in their last 5. They're going to dig an early hole, and we saw them completely fold and cave and give up against Indiana. No brainer, Pep. I'm putting that money on it, and I've marked it in my bookie. We already did the throwaway parlay plus 600. I can't wait to see what this one is because I've got Iowa State minus 2.5 versus Colorado. And this is my first bet of the night where the public disagrees with me. They flat out disagree. I'm going to get to it here. We're going to go to Big 12. We're going to pull these up here. And that game is 3:30 on Saturday. So I'm going to pull up the 3:30 games. Nope. Bad scrolling. Here we go. We got to find Iowa State. Oh, I thought I had it. That's the Terrapins. We don't care about them. Oh, our other game is there. This site is kind of hard to see.
Call from
Jason Lay.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Falcon. Can you hear me, Falcon? Falcon, can you hear me?
Hello?
You just heard me? Do you not hear me? This guy.
Hello?
No, he had to have heard me. You know what? Falcon's done. All right, Iowa State, Colorado, 3:30. Let's pull it up. This guy. Oh God! He tries to join the show 25 minutes after it starts. I can't practice with this guy. He's always so damn busy with some bullshit. I can't practice in the middle of my show. You've got to tune in. Stop calling the show. You've got to try to connect to the show 30 minutes before it at least. I'm sorry you're so busy with your bullshit. He's still trying to call. Pick up some social clues, babe. You're not going to be on my show. It's over. It's over. Dear John letter. I'm going to have to send him one. Frick, I finally found a game, though, that I'm trying to get. Oh, come on, website. There we go. Iowa State's 5-1. Colorado's 2-4. I'm taking Iowa State minus 2.5. We got people laughing in the comments. I mean, seriously though, he thinks we're gonna practice this shit in the middle of the show. No, it's not gonna happen. 75% of the money's on Iowa State. We can't practice in the middle of the show. Try another time. We heard you, but you couldn't hear me, and I'm not going to practice live on the air. All right, back to Iowa State minus 2.5 against Colorado. 67% of the bets on Iowa State, 75% of the money on Iowa State. It's because Colorado looks bad. I mean, just flat out, Colorado looks bad, right? They lost to TCU by 14. They lost to BYU by 3, but it's a BYU team that's probably overrated. They beat Wyoming. Nobody cares. They lost to Houston by 16. And beat Delaware. Not a very good team, right? Now, you could argue Iowa State, not overwhelming. They lost by 8 to Cincinnati. They did dig a very early hole of 30-7 and battled their way back, but they beat both Arizona teams, Arizona State and the regular Arizona Light. They beat Iowa by 3, very good team, held Indiana to 20 points, and beat South Dakota State. So I like Iowa State here. Why? I like Iowa State because of their defense. Okay, they have a very stout defense. They don't have the juice they had last year on offense. And I don't see much from Colorado. Their running games, the stats are kind of even. Iowa State's a little better in the pass game. If we get into efficiency, Colorado's a little bit better, but they've had a weaker schedule. I like Iowa State on third down, a little more efficient. They're 9-12 on fourth down. Iowa State's defense is probably going to shut down Colorado. And even if it's a close game, I don't see Iowa State losing to Colorado. So 2.5 is pretty safe. That's kind of a convenient line, actually. So we're going to go on my bookie. I love when they give us 2.5 because that field goal doesn't push us. God bless them, by the way, for doing that. Let's find the 3:30 games. Iowa State. I don't know why this game's so damn hard to find. There we go. So we're at 2 of my 5, and we're already at plus 260. This is going to get juicy, baby. Oh! Now, my next one, I got to speed it up. It's already 7:09. I got Oregon minus 7. I don't even have to explain myself here, right? Everybody knows Indiana dropped 63 on Illinois. I think Illinois is a fraud. We're going to find out again against Ohio State. Don't worry that they beat USC. USC's not that good, right? Oregon went into the whiteout. It's supposed to be scary. Won in overtime. Oregon's very potent. Indiana just got shut down by Iowa last week, held to 20 points. Oregon's defense looked formidable against Penn State. Oregon can play defense. We'll bring it up right now. So I think, Oregon's going to boat race these guys. I don't think this is going to be close. Honestly, I think Indiana's been living off of good fortune and good schedules. Do I love their coach? I do love their coach. He's got moxie. He's revived this program. But let's look at the tail of the tape. They were held to 20 by Iowa. They were held to 27 by Old Dominion, where Oregon, right? They held Oregon State to 7, Northwestern to 14, Oklahoma State to 3. They just completely embarrassed them, and they held Penn State to 24. I see Oregon winning this by about 20. I see a 40-21 game. I like that pick. I'm going Oregon. I got to speed it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. But that's okay. We're going to slow down for the NFL in a minute. Akron, Miami. You're like scratching your head. This guy picked a MAC game. Yeah, well, there's a reason for it, right? I'm 20 minutes from Akron's campus. Miami caught my attention when they only lost to Wisconsin 17-0, which was kind of crazy, right? Big Ten team. Should have got rickrolled. They lost to Rutgers 45-17. They've lost to UNLV 41-38. They beat some no-name. Who the hell is that? Lindenwood. Nobody knows who that is. But they only beat Lindenwood, which sounds like a high school team, 38-0. In Northern Illinois, 25-14. Well, it just so happens, right? It just so happens, let's find the game, that the over-under is 45.5. And I'll tell you why I love this one. We'll go back to that one. I have a lot of graphics up. Oh, it's a noon game. That's why I couldn't find it on my bookie. There, I just passed it. Where'd it go? Come here, baby. Come here. Come to Jeffy. There we go. We're going the under 45.5. Now, we'll tell you why. All right. First of all, the line opened at 9.5. Now it's 11.5. Miami of Ohio. I feel like they held Wisconsin to 17, a big, powerful Big Ten running offense. I feel like Akron's going to get completely shut down. The public doesn't like me. 64% of the money is on Akron, but 64% of the bets is on Miami of Ohio. I think the smart money, because the smart money makes reserved bets. They don't go crazy. They don't bet the farm on one bet. So I like to look at how many bets are made on this team, not how much money's bet on this team. Because if you're going to bet on Akron, the underdog, you're going to put big bucks and try to get that multiplier. 64% of the bets are on Miami of Ohio to win this game. So if I'm a betting man and I'm looking at the Akron Zips scores, like we're going to go up here. They're 2-3 against the spread in their last 5. Their games have only gone over in 2 of their last 5 games, right? Miami of Ohio, they've gone over 3 of their last 5. But I think they're going to shut down Akron. I feel like it's going to be a very low-scoring game. I love the under on this one. Very boring, pedestrian game. My 4 bets so far, plus 1,200. Woo, if we hit this week, baby, because I love my next bet, Florida State, -10. Get the hell out of here with this Pitt stuff. Pitt lost to West Virginia. West Virginia's an absolute joke, baby. They're an absolute joke. They're barely a Division I team. Florida State beat Alabama. I don't give a shit what they did against Miami. They came back and made it a game. They made it a game. Oh, I can do this game alone. Falcon, you better get your training, baby, because I'm not bringing you on the show if you're not ready. If you're not ready, you're not coming on the show. Florida State -10 all day long. They beat the brakes off. You're telling me Florida State's going to beat Alabama by 14 and beat Pitt by less? Get the fuck out of here. Yes, I cuss on this show. There's no way Florida State's going to beat Pitt by less, let alone lose. Florida State is my lock of the week in college football. -10. Let's put it on the books and see what our bet gets us. I love it. I love college football, by the way. If you haven't noticed, Muffy and I like to point out, I love college football. Where the hell is this game? What time's this game? Let's find this game. It's hard to find on these betting apps unless you know what time the game starts. And the internet wants to act a little wonky. It shouldn't be affecting you, though. Let's go ACC. Boom. It's a noon. That's why I couldn't find it. It's a noon game. We got to scroll all the way back up. I want to see what this nets us. And then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to do pro football. I am feeling really good, though. -10. Holy mackerel. Plus 2,400 on my bookie. My bet's right there. Right there. Right there. Right here. My bet's plus 2,400. $10 bet. Woo! Daddy going Sizzler this weekend, $254.40. Ow! And if you use the promo code 12OZ Sports, all caps, no spaces on my bookie, deposit bonus up to $1,000. Get it. Get that bag. I'm going to get that commercial. This is Gamble Guy Thursday night. We're going to come back with NFL, a couple headlines. I'll try to speed it up. Thank you for watching. I'll be right back.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at ncaafootball.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's ncaafootball.com. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
BetUS and North American Talk Radio have partnered to bring you the preferred betting platform in the United States, and you will get a deposit bonus of up to 150% if you use promo code 12OZ. Take it from me, I'm a cowboy and a gambler. I wrangle my bets on BetUS, and I use the promo code 12OZ to get free money. Yee-haw! That's BetUS and promo code 12OZ. Now giddy up.
Hold, please. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what that is? Oh, you know what that is? The fruits of my labor. We've had a plus 600 and a plus 2,400 so far. I can't wait to run this down at the end of this show. I might not get the headlines. I don't care. I'm a gambling boy. Oh, I was born a rambling man. Should be gambling man. All right, let's get into NFL bets. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. All right, hear me out here on the Browns, okay? This is, as a lifelong Browns fan, I have no, I'm not going to make sense of this bet. Right? You're going to think, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, but I'm a 70% bettor, by the way. Yes, I make money every year. I'm just telling you, I've watched the Browns my entire life. This is the game they're going to win. They're going to go 4-13. But this is the game they're going to win. First of all, nobody can deny their defense is lights out. Plus, they're getting 6 points. They're not going to lose by 7 or more to the Steelers. They have a 40-year-old quarterback who's probably on ayahuasca. Oh! You think Myles Garrett's scared of that? This is a top 5 defense in the NFL. Don't worry about their record. Their offense sucks. Their coach doesn't know how to call plays. He's an idiot. He's playing a midget at quarterback. Oh! But +6 against the Steelers, against a rival, this is the type of game the Browns win. Just because they want to give us a little hope. That's it. That's why the Browns are going to win this. So the Browns fans will keep coming back, baby. Right? First batch is always free. Just keep those Browns fans coming back. This is the type of game they win. And this defense is scary good. Now, the public doesn't like my thoughts. Okay? I don't have sound bites. The public's betting on the Steelers. 62% of the money, 62% of the bets. Kind of even. All on the Steelers. But +6, I mean, if we go to the Browns games, right, as bad as the Browns look, okay, because they're 1-4. They lost by 1 to Cincinnati. They got killed by Baltimore. They beat Green Bay by 3. They got killed by Detroit. And then they lost by 4 to Minnesota. Back and forth. Right? Detroit we knew was going to kill them. Pittsburgh's not as good as Detroit. Right? Baltimore was discouraging as a Browns fan because Baltimore's having an off season. They're 1-4. Within 1 of Cincinnati, within 4 of Minnesota. You know what that tells me? Those are very similar teams to the Steelers. Right? All right. Ample quarterbacks, sketchy line, they can run the ball, but they're going to get into a ground and pound game with the Browns. I think it's going to be low scoring. I love the +6. I'm marking it up on the board on MyBookie. MyBookie is my sponsor, my personal sponsor, and of North American Talk Radio. If you use the promo code 12OZ Sports, all caps, no spaces, deposit bonus up to $1,000. So far, we're putting together some pretty juicy bets. We did have a comment, West Virginia slander. They were loving it. Michael Carvelis, thank you for commenting. You can comment on YouTube if you're watching us on YouTube. If not, that's okay. We're not going to hold that against you. I'm going to put the +6 on the board. Boom. Immediately gets us -110. Chargers -4 versus Dolphins. Like, you might tell yourself, okay, the Dolphins kind of figured things out. Chargers kind of wailing a little bit, right? Because the Chargers have experienced a little tough times lately with 2 losses in a row, by 3 to the Giants, by 17 to the... No. The Dolphins, by the way, if you think I'm crazy, Tyreek Hill's out, right? They have all kinds of guys that are questionable. Tua has been kind of inconsistent, right? Chargers are high power. Chargers had a little bit of a mishap. They're going to get back. They're going to bounce back. On paper, they're way better than this line. -4 is stupid. Like, I know Vegas thinks it's going to be a field goal game. I think it's going to be an 11-point Chargers win. I see 21-10, 31-20. I feel like the Chargers are much better on defense than these two teams. But did the Dolphins figure it out? I don't know. They lost to Carolina last week. Not a very good team, right? They eked one out against the Jets. Not a very good team. Lost by 10 to Buffalo. Lost by 6 to New England, which is an average team. And got completely steamrolled by the Colts. So are the Dolphins that good? I don't think so. If you look at the tail of the tape, the Chargers beat the Broncos by 3. Do you think the Dolphins are better than the Broncos? Marginal, right? Chargers beat Las Vegas by 11. They beat the Chiefs by 6. The line's 4. I'm chalking up the Chargers. I got to hurry up. I'm chalking up the Chargers, though, on this one. I feel very confident about that -4. So far, we're at +260. Cowboys -3 versus the Panthers. I just brought up the Panthers. Panthers are not very good. What are we doing here? Right? What are we doing? Bryce Young looks like he quit. And the Cowboys, I mean, everybody loves to make fun of the Cowboys. They're looking a little better. They've had some good luck. 67% of the bets are on Cowboys. 36% of the money's on Cowboys. Again, what does smart money do? right? They hedge their bets. They're conservative with the amount of money they put. But 2/3 of the bets are going on the Cowboys. Why? Because the Cowboys don't look that bad. All right, they tied Green Bay, a really good team. They beat the Jets by over 2 touchdowns. Okay, they had a mishap against the Bears, but they beat the Giants, who are looking like they're trending up, and they took the Eagles to the wire. That's a way better resume than the Panthers. Okay, the Panthers beat the Dolphins, but the Dolphins are down. The Panthers got beat by 29 against the Patriots, who have no firepower. All right? Lost by 5 to Arizona, lost by 16 to Jacksonville, somehow beat Atlanta by 30. That was crazy. The Cowboys have a little more juice in them. I like them. Now, the trends, Panthers are 3-2 in their last 5 against the spread. So are the Cowboys. Kind of a squared up there. I like the Cowboys -3. I think the Cowboys are going to win about 21-17, 21-14. That gets us our cover. I'm taking it. I'm Cowboys -3. Yeah, I'm taking it -3. That puts us at +600. Our parlays are looking beautiful. Giants Eagles under 40.5. I better hurry. I'm not going to get the headlines. That's okay. Maybe it worked out that Falcon wasn't on tonight. Giants Eagles, I love the under in this. Okay? First of all, if you go to the numbers, and I love the fact that the Eagles are 4-1, Giants are 1-4, and this is anybody's ball game. This is what is awesome about the NFL. It's anybody's ball game, right? The line in this is not that big. This is tonight, by the way. This game's tonight. It's a touchdown spread. A 1-4 versus a 4-1. In college, this would be a 3-touchdown spread. You got to love the NFL. But if I'm looking at the numbers, first of all, overwhelming majority of money and bets going towards the Eagles, as expected. But the Giants are 2-3 against the spread in their last 5, and the Eagles 3-2. So the spread seems a little good, right? So that's why I went over/under on this one. And we're looking at it. 4 of the last 5 of the Giants games went under, and then 3 of the last 5 of the Eagles went under. There's not been a lot of games where either team with their opponent combined for over 41, 42 points. So I feel pretty confident there. I'm taking the under on my bookie, 40.5. There we go. Last one, Rams, Ravens. On paper, I feel like the Rams are better. Mentally, I can't cope with the fact that the Ravens are 1-4. Lamar Jackson's coming back. He got the banged up hamstring. I can't wrap my head around the Ravens being 1-4. This is a dumb bet, but this could make or break our parlay. But I just don't see the Ravens starting out. I don't see a scenario where the Ravens start out 1-5. I feel like that's one of those NFL games where you say, on paper, they should have never won that game. But, you think to yourself, yeah, can you see a scenario where the Ravens are 1-5? No. So that's really what I'm basing it on. And I also don't see this as anybody blowing each other out. So 7.5 is kind of generous, especially for the NFL. So I'm taking the Ravens plus 7.5. That gets me plus 24.55. That's my biggest bet of the night. $10 gets you $260.20. I love it. I'm up against the clock. I had a great time. Let's see if it's time to go. The Falcon couldn't join us. I'm going to talk to him off air, and we'll settle this. But, hey, we had a good time. Bago Dix bets, there you go. Alabama -3, East Carolina +7, Sam Houston +7. NCAA bets, there you go. You can screenshot it. And then NFL bets, there you go. Will test me next week. I am full disclosure. I'll let you know what I got right and what I got wrong. What I did get right is I went live tonight. What you did get right is you watched it. I love you. Vegas is beautiful. I'm going to go party. You have a great Thursday night. Peace.